welcome back to the Crypto Boys. We have another great episode for you guys today. Peter is back with us. If you guys watched the other video for his NFT information, it was awesome. If you haven't, go back and watch it. But today we are talking about mining, Bitcoin mining, and lots of other mining. We got the professional back on the show with us, so stay tuned.
Alright guys, well like Joe said, I've been mining for a while now, about a little over half a year, and it's just been a whole nother unique adventure, and it has kind of taken over my free time.
What do you mine? Start there.
So what do I mine? That's a great question. So first of all, I've got these ASIC miners. We've mentioned the miners before. They are... what is it? It's application-specific integrated circuits, I believe, which means these are purpose-built machines. They do hashing on like a single algorithm, and you buy a Bitcoin miner, it mines Bitcoin. You buy a Litecoin or Dogecoin miner, it mines that. So they are specific to that. Right now, I merge mine Litecoin, Dogecoin, and I also have a few ASIC miners that are mining Bitcoin as well. And each one is very unique, and it's super easy to get into. All you gotta do is just buy the equipment, and you gotta supply it with power and internet. And it's pretty simple.
So I was talking to my banker last week. This is 100% true story. He was asking me all about mining because we were getting into mining, and he said, so what happens? Do the coins pop out of the machine? So what does that actually mean? We're mining Bitcoins, but I mean, does a coin pop out of this machine?
Yeah,
at the bottom level.
You plug the power in and the coin come out the back. No, actually, so what these are is, think of these as individual workers. They are working and maintaining the blockchain by doing that hashing. And by maintaining the blockchain and doing this work, this output, they get paid or rewarded in cryptocurrency.
And that's why it's called proof of work.
Proof of work, exactly. Okay. So without the miners, there is no blockchain, there is no detailed ledger that's getting stored and built in these blocks. When you have a ASIC miner or any type of miner, what you do is, you basically program it so that as it's like generating this passive income for you, it's depositing that cryptocurrency into your wallet for you.
So you're getting it on two ends. You're getting the crypto being mined from the actual miner, and then you're also being able to see it go up as it's, sitting in your wallet.
Absolutely. So that's kind of the goal with this. It's to like acquire and accumulate, but then also that stack is appreciating in value. So awesome. That's why when I first started going down that rabbit hole of cryptocurrency and made my first crypto investment, I saw that this is maintained by, these miners, maybe I want to do that. So I pulled a little bit of profits and I bought my first ASIC mining machine. It was actually one of these Bitmain L3 Pluses, which mines Dogecoin. That was my interest at the time, and plugged it in and boom, just started generating passive income.
And you also own your own business, so you're like, hey, no one puts stuff away from me. Everything you do, you've got to work for.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So one of the things I'm very fortunate for is, I do have my day job, my bread and butter, which affords me to do some of these more risky investments and take that leap into cryptocurrency. And what's unique is, for my particular situation, I actually have a warehouse facility that helps support my business. And I have an extra 60 amps of power. So once I started mining crypto, I was like, I've got this, this power. I've got these available outlets. I plugged the first machine in, watched it start making money, started making my money back, and then I started pulling profits and investing more into the equipment. And before I knew it, I had a dozen of these machines all running simultaneously. They're running 24/7. Power bill's not too high. They're making passive income. I just sit back and collect.
That's awesome. So spoiler alert, we're gonna clip to a couple videos of us actually at his warehouse. Okay, so we were there earlier today.
All right, guys, so we're gonna get into a little bit of a crypto mining kind of farm today, okay?
Right.
Peter right here, we're at his warehouse of the coffee company he owns, and we're about to see his mining farm. This is going to be awesome.
Let's do it.
Come on, take a look. So I've got about a dozen ASIC miners running. Some of these are mining Bitcoin, the others are mining Litecoin and Dogecoin. The machines that I have most of, they're made by Bitmain. These are the L3 Pluses. They're a few years old, but they're still very, very profitable machines. You know, the thing about mining crypto is this is passive income. So I just let these run 24/7, and they are generating, you know, cryptocurrency for us. And yes, these put off, you know, a lot of heat. The fans, one side's sucking the air in, the other side's blowing the air out. You know, but it generates a lot of heat, and these things do get very hot. So to run one of these ASIC miners, there's two critical things you're gonna need. You're gonna need power, and you're gonna need internet to each device. So on these Bitmains that I have here, we've got the power supply that gives you power that you plug into the individual boards, and then each one of these requires internet. And you'll see that I've got an internet switch down here that has enough space so I can run it to each one of these machines.
Part of the reason why we wanted to bring you over here is we wanted to show you what an actual real setup is like. Where Joe and I are starting and where we're starting to where we're going to throw ours and get them hosted, it's more of a commercial property. It's not one that someone's figured out and done on their own. So to do this, you've got to have a lot of forward thinking and a whole lot of time to put in to figure out how to do those things.
Really cool setup of all of his stuff that he's got going on there. It is hot. That pumps out some freaking heat, man. That pumps out some heat.
Yes, absolutely. So like looking at like these machines right here, you know, it's a simple device really. You got your power supply unit, which you're gonna plug power in, which is gonna give the hashing boards their consistent power what they need. But you're gonna notice there's a giant fan on the front and there's a fan on the back. What's happening is these things generate so much heat that to cool it, you got your front fan that's pulling in air, your back fan is sending it out. So when you know, earlier you're standing behind the machine and you're like, oh my gosh, like it's so hot back here. Yeah, in the summertime, I mean, I've got my warehouse, it's, you know, I got a wind tunnel going on. There's a series of fans that are blowing, keeping the air circulating. Because you know, when it's 80 outside, it can be like 90 or 100 inside.
Well, and people always say, not to interrupt you,
No,
but people always say that you need to heat and cool these. That's not actually true. You need to keep airflow through them. That's something that I do want to make sure that is very well known. It's about the airflow. It's not necessarily about the temperature.
Yeah, and what I was gonna say too is, I correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't you say that you have a couple at your house? So if that is the case, it's easily accessible for anyone watching this video that you can set your own up at home. I mean, it's a couple YouTube video clicks away of you setting it up in your own house.
A couple grand into a mine.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
big deal.
And that's kind of like why I chose these machines first. So, you know, a while back going down that journey, like, you know, I was watching Vosscoin. You know, shout out to Drew Voss because he kind of got me into mining. Follow his channel if you're interested. He does a review on pretty much every ASIC miner, and he's been doing this stuff since the beginning. With these machines, you can plug the 220 power into, or you can plug the 110 in. And you're right, like I've actually got a couple of these running in my garage at home. They're gonna keep it warm during the winter so I can do some of those home workouts, keep the car warm. You know, and it's easy. You just plug these things in, give it internet, you know, and just tell it where to go, like with its hashing and like where to deposit. And I think we're actually gonna show you, you know, one of the hashing pools.
Get into that, yeah.
You know, so, you know, there's the technical side. There's a few things that you need to know, like if you're getting started. You don't just buy a machine and plug it in. You got to do just like a little bit of like telling it like what to do and where to go. So when you start ASIC mining or any kind of crypto mining, you join a mining pool where your computer is like contributing and doing its part. The chances of your mining rig actually solving a block on the blockchain when there's millions of these units that are all fighting together, chances of it mining a Bitcoin or finding that are so slim. So what you do is you join a pool of thousands or millions of other machines that are all working towards this common goal. And as somebody solves it, you share all that. That's why it's like a mining pool. So one of the pools that I use is Pro Hashing, and I've got all my machines online. It's great. You know, I can access this on my phone anywhere I'm at. I can see my miners that are online. I can see, you know, the hash rate that they're doing. I can see the profits that they're generating.
How often do you see that? How often does it generate profits for you?
So these things run 24/7. I can log in at any time, and I can see like what my daily earn is. I can see what the last 7 days earnings are. I can see my all-time earnings.
Gotcha.
And what's really unique about Pro Hashing, not that I'm plugging them, it's just who I use, but I can choose which coins I get paid out in. So yes, I'm mining Litecoin and Dogecoin with these machines, but I'm actually right now, I'm receiving XRP.
That's
because
awesome.
I can choose the coins to get paid in.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about XRP on this channel. Clearly a good decision there, Peter.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I do love the idea that you can plug these in and you can even set them to where they'll automatically go to like the more profitable coin, right?
Yes, so that's what's unique about Pro Hashing is that with their Pro Switching program, because these machines, they are application specific, but those applications are able to mine some other coins. Well, whatever's most profitable, like at the time or in the moment, these will start mining that, which just makes them more profitable. That's not necessarily the case with a lot of other pools. A lot of people use other ones for their own reasons, but like I said, Pro Hashing is just what I happen to use with my miners. It keeps it super simple for me, and I'm kind of small timing this. I mean, having a dozen of these is nothing compared to the scope of like what your guys is like your co-location farm that you guys are going to be part of. I mean, I imagine that is just an amazing facility with hundreds of machines.
Yeah, we'll put a little sneak peek into what ours is, and ours don't go live until mid-January. And honestly, with the hosting, it's a little bit different than what he's got. But why Peter, I think, brings so much value to this is he's doing it on his own. He's done this. He's figured it out. It is 100% possible for you to get this done and start making income in crypto on your own, right?
Yeah.
Not that this is financial advice at all, because it is still a risk 100%. And you even flip the machines, right? If worse comes to worse, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. That's like the beauty about mining. It's that, the hardware, it doesn't really depreciate. I bought my first ASIC miner. It was an L3 Plus, one of these. I think I bought it for like $800 like last spring. And, right now it's like they're on eBay for like $1,200, $1,300, $1,400. Like, you find them brand new, somebody still has one in a box for $2,000. I mean, I have not only made my money back, but now it's all profits, and I can, offload these machines and still make some coin like on that.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the things in the crypto world that honestly not a lot of people know is that you can buy these coins and hopefully they go to the moon, right? You could buy a mining machine. You can stake your coins. I mean, there's so many different ways. I mean, you can buy NFTs and try to flip those. I mean, there's so many options which is why we're having you on today, is because we need this information.
Yeah.
They need this information.
Absolutely. I mean, and you guys are taking that huge investment. I mean, you guys are buying actually like some of like the industry top of the line machines that you can get your hands on right now. I've done my research. I know darn well exactly what you guys are getting. They're actually made by the same manufacturer as these L3 Pluses. This machine that I have, I mean, these things are 4 or 5 years old, and they're still profitable. You guys are getting like the latest and the greatest for Bitcoin mining.
Yours looks a little rusty,
And these things, I mean, they're gonna be
Doesn't work, though.
these are gonna like be making some coin, that's for sure.
And how about, and just quickly, I'd like to go over too. These still do in the bear and bull market. They will still go obviously up and down in profitability and difficulty to mine. So there is something to be said that when you're mining, how you're mining, and keeping the flow going, because these machines will drop too. Like right now, they're kind of at an all-time high. They're very expensive to buy. If you wait 6, 7, 8 months, they could easily drop.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, if the value of the coins that you're mining, drops out, I mean, then what they're generating per day, isn't very much. That maybe the cost of power exceeds like the profitability, in which place unplug these things and stop mining. But if you are banking on the fact that like these coins are gonna be worth more over time, then like let these things run and just accumulate. I mean, the volatility of how crypto goes. You guys we're all in this, and that's just the nature of the beast.
That's pretty good rundown of how to kind of start your own mining, I think.
Yeah.
You got anything to add?
I think
Any
that's
other questions?
I think that's awesome. And again, the cool part about it is we saw his warehouse. I mean, he set it up himself. I mean, yeah, it took some time. He's got some stuff at his house too. I mean, it's easily doable if you got some money to throw into it to have a separate, definitely passive way of making more money in crypto. So I think it's something to note.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Well, I can't wait to see what you guys, your guys' facility or you guys' farm here real soon. That's gonna be super cool. I actually have some new machines that are have been ordered. They're gonna be coming on their way. I'm gonna have to start making some space at my warehouse because I'm tapped out for power. So I'm actually gonna be listing, a lot of my machines for sale. So, if anybody's interested and wants to jump in, drop a comment or contact one of us. We'll help you get set up. You don't need a lot to get started. You just have to get started.
That's right. And we have our other video coming out soon about our step-by-step, basically, how to buy an NFT. Peter's going to be walking us through that eventually at some point here soon. We're probably going to mint one, something pretty sick. We don't know exactly what, but it'll be coming out probably here pretty soon.
I will add one thing about the Bitcoin mining that the guy who is hosting our facility, our miner, said, is that the sooner you start making money. There is never, ever in the entire world of crypto going to be a perfect time to start. So starting now is going to be better than a week from now. And that was something that really hit home with me.
That's right.
All right, crypto boys. Well, thanks for having me on again. And, like we were joking about last week, come for the CrossFit, stay for the crypto. I think I'm going to do that.
Thanks, guys. We appreciate you being with the fittest crypto channel on YouTube. We'll catch you in the next one.